Hello there and welcome to your lunchtime news here on Election First. Bringing you the news, I'm Amavi Banugoda. Let's start off by taking a look at your headlines this afternoon.
Transportation of ballot boxes and officials completed. 61,000 police officers deployed for election duties. New blazes forecast as temperatures rise in Australia.
Now, Sri Lankans will go to the polls tomorrow to elect their 7th executive president. Polling starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow and will end at 5 p.m. in the evening. The election secretariat said all arrangements had been made for the presidential election.
15,092,096 people are eligible to vote at tomorrow's presidential election. Approximately 300,000 state officials were allocated for election duty this time around, and polling will commence at 7 a.m. tomorrow across 12,845 polling stations island-wide. A record 35 candidates are contesting to become the president of Sri Lanka. The National Elections Commission said the process of transporting ballot boxes and officials to respective polling centres commenced this morning with the assistance of the Navy. Sri Lanka Police said more than 61,000 police officers have been deployed for security for the presidential election. Polling and the distribution of ballot boxes will take place under the direct supervision of the district returning officers. Meanwhile, Newsfirst deployed its teams island-wide to report on election activities. In Gampaha, 1.75 million and 1,892 people qualified to vote. Transportation of ballot boxes commenced from the Pattalagedara CNA National Science Faculty in Gampaha. The distribution of ballot boxes in the Galle district commenced from Aloysius College and the Galle Technical College this morning. 858,749 people from the Galle district are qualified to vote in the 2019 presidential election. The distribution of ballot boxes in the Kandy district commenced from the Polgola National Cooperative Development Institute, Polgola Open University and the Mahaveli National College of Education in Polgola at 7 a.m. today. 1,111,860 people are eligible to vote from the Kandy district. The distribution of ballot boxes, ballot papers and staff to the 634 polling stations in the Anuradhapura district commenced at 8:30 this morning from the main election operations centre based at the Anuradhapura Central College. 682,740 people from the Anuradhapura district are qualified to vote in the 2019 presidential election. The distribution of ballot boxes in the Hambantota district commenced this morning from the Hambantota Suchi National School. 485,786 people from the Hambantota district are qualified to vote in the 2019 presidential election.
Now, in one of your headline-making stories, police said special security arrangements are in place to transport ballot boxes and officials for the 2019 presidential election.
The special security program began at 6 this morning. The police said over 61,000 police officers have been deployed. As part of the security arrangement, officers have been dispatched to form mobile patrols around polling centres. The police special task force has also been deployed to all counting centres. 35 candidates are contesting to become the 7th executive president of Sri Lanka.
The Ministry of Education says all government schools in the island will be closed today due to the presidential election.
The Additional Secretary of the Education Department, R.R.M. Ratnayaka, said the decision was made based on a request made by the Election Commission. He said schools would be closed for election purposes and also because many teachers and principals have been deployed on election duty. The Ministry of Education said schools used as counting centres were closed yesterday as well. The Excise Department said all taverns in the island will be closed tomorrow and day after according to a request made by the Election Commission. Accordingly, the production, sale, possession or trafficking of alcohol or any controlled substance will be prohibited. The Excise Department added legal action will be taken on anyone who acts against the law.
Now, a suspect has been arrested in Madampe with defaming posters in possession.
Madampe police arrested a suspect with posters and leaflets of distributing content of candidates of tomorrow's presidential election. Police raided the house in Madampe based on a tip-off received and seized 3,850 posters and leaflets. Our correspondent said the suspect will be produced before the Chilao Magistrate Court today.
Now, 5 individuals suspected to have behaved in an unruly manner were arrested in the Pathampitiya area in RAMBUKKANA.
The police had seized a 3-wheeler, a 12-bore gun and a bullet, a sword and a curved knife. The arrested are residents of Kadigamur, Yatiwil Denia, Wahava and Pathampitiya areas. The suspects aged 28, 41, 39, 28 and 49 are due to be presented to the Mavanala Magistrate Court.
Now, in some tragic news here at home, a person has died after being electrocuted in Bellava, Mathura.
Our correspondent said the individual died while working at a wood mill in the area. The deceased was a 39-year-old resident of Millava. Further investigations are underway.
Now, taking a look at your sports news, St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia defeated Royal College Colombo in the 26th annual football encounter, commonly known as the Blue Derby, yesterday.
The match was played at St. Thomas's College grounds in Mount Lavinia. A packed crowd supporting both the teams witnessed amazing football skills from both the teams right from the kickoff. St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia recorded the first goal of the match in the 37th minute. Royal College, giving a good fight to the school by the sea, levelled the scores in the 41st minute. Despite both the sides coming close, none of them were lucky enough to get ahead prior to the half-time. During the second half, Royal College, displaying some aggressive football skills, registered their second goal in the 53rd minute, while St. Thomas's College also scored their second goal in the 59th minute. The referee decided to choose the winners through penalties since both the teams were levelled at full time. Accordingly, St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia won the match by 4 goals to 3 in penalties.
And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news here on Election First. Thank you for joining us. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Amavi Banugoda. Have a good day.